Our episode today is about mustard, this grain that God Almighty mentioned in the Holy Quran in 2 lessons and verses. The first of which was in the Surah of Prophets, verse 47. The second mention of mustard was in verse 17 in Surah Luqman. God Almighty said,
يا بني إنها إن تك مثقال حبة من خردل فتكن في صخرة أو في السماوات أو في الأرض يأتي بها الله إن الله لطيف خبير.
Mustard is a plant that has a very small grain. The creation of mustard by God Almighty shows how precious and perfect His creations are. What is meant by this noble surah or verse is that God, may He be glorified and exalted, on Judgment Day, a person shall be held accountable for his deeds. Even if these deeds are as small as a grain of mustard and hidden in the heavens or anywhere on earth, God will see these deeds and weigh them. For nothing, no matter how small, can be hidden away from God Almighty. Mustard is a herbaceous annual plant, reaching a height of about 1 meter, and has tons of branches that branch outwards. Mustard belongs around the shores of the Mediterranean. In regards to the fruit, they resemble horns and are also yellow in color with a shade of brown. They contain seeds that are small in size. Mustard is a very famous plant and has been used since ancient times. This plant was originally cultivated in Palestine and was then introduced to Egypt. There, it was grinded to create a spice, and these spices are used until present day. The Greeks and Romans used these grains where they were added to flour or to salty tuna water as a seasoning for cooking or consuming fish or meat. It first appeared in France in the year 1220 approximately. The custom then became to add mustard grains or spices into grape juice done by Romans. There are about 40 types of mustard, including white mustard, black mustard, and brown mustard that are the most well-known. White mustard reaches a height of about 90 centimeters, and the seeds of this variety are larger than the seeds of the black mustard seeds. In this case, the color of white or yellow seeds is characterized by their lightness and weight and can be used in the manufacturing of mustard gas, one of the types of toxic gases used in warfare, which leads to multiple problems in case it is inhaled, where it leads to death. As for black mustard, it is larger than white mustard, and the color of the seeds of this species is black, hence why it is called black mustard. It is considered one of the strongest types of mustard in terms of aroma and taste. Brown mustard is similar to the black variety, except that its flowers are pale yellow and the color of its seeds are light brown. The leaves and seeds of this mustard plant are used. White mustard seeds have, as a primary pungency component, the compound allyl isothiocyanate. Ground mustard seeds contain the toxic compound isothiocyanate that causes airway irritation and edema similar to black pepper, known to be lethal with aspiration. Mustard oil may pose a serious risk because it contains high levels of erucic acid. This monounsaturated fatty acid is present in several oils. Erucic acid is safe, but higher levels may be dangerous. Black mustard's taste is very pungent and burns the skin if applied. Mustard is considered a healthful ingredient with many benefits for the body. For example, it is rich in omega-3, a good source of fatty acids, along with amino acids. While it contains a wide range of minerals, such as phosphorus, magnesium, sodium, iron, and these combined elements are responsible for keeping your body healthy, and that is good for your bones. Mustard seeds contain the component selenium. It also contains a large amount of magnesium. It also contains fibers that are prone to melting while others are not soluble.
Mustard is a grain that is frequently used in healthy Middle Eastern foods. Mustard contains two very important ingredients, which are selenium and magnesium. Selenium itself fights off acid reflux and highly protects our body and health from diseases such as heart disease and much more. Magnesium is considered highly important for fighting off cramps and maintains the health of veins and the heart. Mustard is full of iron and manganese, which are also highly significant in fighting off different kinds of diseases, especially cancers.
Mustard is basically an insect-pollinated type of crop, with ample pollen and nectar to attract pollinating insects. After pollination, mustard contains a small fruit with a small diameter of 2 centimeters, which have 2 small seeds inside that are a single millimeter in diameter. Mustard is adapted best to fertile, well-drained, loamy soils, but it can grow in variable soil types with good drainage. Therefore, it is preferable that mustard is grown on coastal areas. Mustard is a cool season crop that can be grown in a short growing season. Mustard is a cool season vegetable that prefers a sunny location, but not a very hot location. From very small seedlings, the plants grow rapidly and enter a phase of dense flowering. The blooms have an intense yellow color. Mustard plants are planted in rows where each plant must be 25 centimeters apart. This is the easiest way to plant mustard, as it can be grown in different contexts. However, that is of little use. It is planted at the beginning of the spring or autumn of every year. It is very important to single out plants after planting with seeds, while taking good care of weeding to prevent competition between them and the plants. As for irrigation, it should be consistent according to the type of soil and the weather conditions. As for harvesting vegetables, they can be harvested after a month of planting or around 30 to 50 days. When it comes to crops grown to benefit from their seeds, they bloom in the spring and they can benefit from their seeds by the time it is summer. After harvesting mustard, the remnants of its roots must be disposed of well in the soil because it is capable of growing again, especially in later plantings. Mustard has been used for a very long time, since ancient times. since it provides food with a strong flavoring. It is also used as an ingredient for pharmaceuticals. Mustard ingredients are also used in household cleaning items.
Mustard is used as a spice or as an ingredient for Arabic sauces, for poultry, chicken, or meat. We can also drink it in boiled water to help protect us during the day and to also help our digestion after food intake.
Mustard and its derivatives have been used for a long period to improve the appearance of the body and hair effectively. Vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants found in mustard ingredients nourish your hair and skin, strengthening and giving hair shine. Mustard is also a source of beta-carotene, which strengthens the hair and stimulates hair growth. Mustard oil is ideal for nourishing the hair by applying it to the scalp and leaving it in for a whole day before washing it. Mustard must be used with caution because some people may appear to have an allergy to mustard components. The benefits of mustard are not limited for external use, as it can be used to treat or aid with many other things such as diseases of the respiratory system. Mustard is effective in combating throat pain by preparing a mixture of mustard seeds, lemon juice, honey, and sea salt with boiling water and gargling it. These are mixed with boiling water and should sit for around 15 minutes for the medicine to be used with its best potential. Mustard is also useful for treating simple cases, such as sunburns, where the crushed seeds are applied to the skin when mixed with a little warm water. Thanks to the sulfur component in mustard, it is useful to help with constipation, relieves pain, and softens the movement of the intestine. Mustard is also effective for muscle relaxation, and its powder form can be used in warm baths. This can be done by mixing mustard grains with bath salts and some essential oils. Mustard is effective in helping with household errands, such as washing dishes. It can be used to remove grease from pots and pans. This can be done when mustard powder is boiled with water in the pot to remove grease and other odors. The usage of mustard varies as it helps protect the heart from many diseases. Its good fats allow the body to get rid of bad cholesterol and increases the good cholesterol in the body, improves the heart's health, lowers blood pressure, and lowers the possibilities of seizures. Mustard also helps fight off cardiovascular disease, ease the hardening of arteries, and helps with diabetes. Mustard is an excellent source of selenium, as it works to reduce the symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis. It helps prevent tumors from forming. Green mustard leaves are characterized as rich in vitamin A and vitamin C. The small and soft green leaves can be used in salads. Studies have shown that eating an infusion of green mustard leaves may contribute to reducing blood sugar levels in patients with type 2 diabetes. Eating mustard is considered safe in general and does not cause any side effects unless it is used in large quantities. Also, a sensitivity test should be performed before using it on the skin. Thyroid patients should avoid consuming mustard seeds, as it contains some natural compounds that may hinder its effects. Caution must be taken, and it should not be exposed or placed in places with high temperatures, as this can alter its nutritional properties. The small seed that God Almighty honored by mentioning it in His book Al-Hakim, to show a man that if his deeds are the size of a mustard seed, they are not to go unnoticed. God Almighty will see the deeds, even if they are as small as a grain of mustard. This seed and its infinite benefits have astonished scholars. We are blessed since we are given the freedom to understand and witness the greatness of the Creator's creations.